brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes, I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine and Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor. That you can't wait to comment on my mistakes and my blunders. Hey, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm the most hated, but play I'm taking your date and your woman. Oh dang, your date is your woman. I trade her later if you want her. And she bring friction like Raiden and Blanca. Statements behaving like Saint and dangerous when drinking angry. The same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.
What it do, man? This your boy Hen checking in to the Pull Out Game Podcast, man. Episode 74, man. You know the vibe. You know what's going on, man. This 74, man. 74. You know what I'm saying? Hey, time flying, time moving, man. Time grooving. But look, man, as y'all can see, I got on the all stick everything Dominique Wilkins throwback jersey on today. You know what I'm saying? Dominique Wilkins, man. And look, man, y'all know I don't usually rock jerseys on the podcast like that, even though I love jersey to death. Y'all already know it, man. I'm a collector. But at the same time, I don't wear them like that, man, because I hate to get them dirty. And I love to showcase value of them. But at the end of the day, you're going to see some jersey here and there. And the reason I wore the Dominique Wilkins today, because I got another one on the way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, hey, why not have fun with this one? So, but don't worry, though. Because y'all see me wearing the jersey and they haven't been on the podcast, that don't mean y'all ain't gonna see it like later on. Cause Dominique Wilkins, play for the Hawks, and you never know, man. Your boy got the all-state everything Georgia Dominique Wilkins too when he played for the University of Georgia, the college. So you just never know what you're gonna see or when you're gonna see it, So y'all just gotta stay tuned, man. I know I did the mall vlog. I had the George Gervin, the Iceman jersey on, and y'all stay tuned, man. I haven't had that on the podcast either, so we're gonna do a breakdown of George Gervin. I got, George Gervin, he played for the ABA and a lot of that too, man. So y'all got to stay tuned. That's y'all job. Y'all got the easiest job in the world is stay tuned, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button, comment, all that too, man. Share, all that stuff, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know y'all the truth, man. Y'all the pull-out game. But yeah, man, look. Speaking of the NBA, I'm sick and tired of something that's going on in the NBA. I'm like something that get on my nerves. I'm tired of it. I can't stand it. I'm just tired of it. And what I'm tired of is the NBA. The NBA dunk contest. That's what I'm talking about, the NBA dunk contest. I'm so sick of the NBA with this dunk contest, man. It's so unoriginal, so boring, so basic. It's like how rap is on the radio now. It's like predictable, like fly by night, watered down. It's just like, what I'm saying, third string, creative. It's just terrible, man. I'm just sick of the dunk contest, man. And the dunk contest been like year after year lately. Like it been like it haven't been the dunk contest and the All-Star weekend usually be like the main attraction. And it get to the point now the dunk don't be even halfway good, and then the players that be in the dunk contest, we don't even know who they is. Like, I don't know, I could have sworn I seen like my third grade teacher in the dunk contest. Like, what we doing? I'm tired of it, man. I'm sick of it. They can just do away with it, man. But look, man, y'all know the jersey's on the way. Y'all already know, man. This the Pull Out Game Podcast, man. So the jersey's coming. So y'all stay tuned with that, man. But I just want to speak on the dunk contest real quick, man. And another thing I'm sick of the NBA with the dunk contest here, it be players that we never heard of, and the big time player that we want to do all these dunks in the game and got this notoriety and this, this star power, especially with their athleticism, they dunking, they never be in the dunk contest. They duck the smoke every year. I'm talking about Ja Morant. I'm talking about Anthony Edwards. I'm talking about Zion Williamson. Is it Zion Williamson or Williams? One of them, but either one on both of them, Williamson and Williams, Zion, both of them don't be in the dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? The hurt Zion, the healthy Zion, the skinny Zion, the I eat too damn much Zion, whatever you want to call it. Both of them don't be in the dunk contest. All four of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, all of them. They don't be in the dunk contest, man. If you eating, if you skinny, you know what I'm saying, if his name William or Williamson, he just don't be, all four of them don't be in the dunk contest. I don't know what the hell going on. Like I said, Anthony Edwards, like I said, Ja Morant, you got LeBron, I mean, well, LeBron, he up in age, but I'm talking about even when, LeBron too was he lied to the people, man. A lot of people don't remember that too. But I don't know, I can't remember the Vince Carter. I can't remember the Vince Carter year. No, it couldn't have been the Vince Carter year because that was 2001. LeBron, they coming to the league in 2003. So, that was the 2000 dunk contest, what Vince did. But, with the 2001, it was one of them. But anyway, LeBron said he was going to be in the dunk contest. Like, it was like a dunk contest, and it was pretty good. It was decent. And then after the dunk contest, they spoke to LeBron. And, he was in the crowd. And then they asked LeBron, would you do a dunk contest? And then he said, look, mark my words. Next year, I will be in the dunk contest. I remember that like clear as day yesterday. I want to see what he going to do. He never got in it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was a no-show. He wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming over somebody's house and, the porch light off and, and the door closed, the blind shut tight. I mean, wasn't nobody at home. The car wasn't in the yard, but, he said he was going to be at the house. Wasn't nobody there. That's how I felt when LeBron said he was going to be in the dunk contest. We were waiting on it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody showed up. He was a no-show. He wasn't there. He did never be in the dunk contest. And it was like back in 2009, 2010, something like that. 2008. It was something like around them times. So that was a long time. So it was a no-show, man. But all these big-time NBA players do not be in the dunk contest. And they duck the smoke every year. Every year they duck it. And like, it made the dunk contest boring, man. You see more creative dunks online from like people like in an open run and you know what I'm saying, people just doing tricks online like, on Instagram and just the internet, YouTube, just, like random ballers just, doing like creative ass dunks. And yeah, dunk contest was boring. It's boring, man. You know what I'm saying? The last dunk contest that was good was Zach LaVine and Gordon. Them two, like, they went at it. That was that was like 2015 or something like that. That was dope. They did their thing. That was the last big one. They really ain't no big time stars. They like, I guess like, second tier, third tier, like role playing stars. But they had athletic ability though. So, they let them get in the dunk contest. Then, then you got Mac McClung, he won it like 3 years in a row, 2 years in a row. Like, I think he won, I won't say 3 years, but, he just got tired of doing it. The competition wasn't hit on nothing, so he got tired of it. But, shout out to Mac McClung, he killed the notion of people saying white men can't jump. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't believe, the way he jumped, I don't believe he ever watched that movie because he don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? White man got hops, man. You know what I'm saying? But it what it is though. But the dunk contest, man, look, man. If y'all want to give a little to no effort in like the All-Star game and but especially like I don't really care the All-Star game what it did. A lot of people complain about, the All-Star players in the All-Star game ain't giving a lot of effort. But at the end of the day, man, it's really about just visibility. Like long as people see you, that's all they really care about. They just seeing their favorite player with a basketball in their hand. Even though they might do a dunk and the other team is not playing on defense, like I said, at the end of the day for the fans, and I look at it like this. A real diehard fan want to see a superior all-star player versus another superior all-star player, and they playing at their best. And trying to see who the best out of these players. That's what it's about. But a casual fan just want to see the stars. Just want to see the fans. So you got, a mix of both. But, me, as a real fan of the game, I want to see the best of the best go against the best. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the best versus the best. I want y'all to play at y'all best. I want y'all to do moves and tricks. You can show your handles off. But, I want the person on defense to check the person on offense, and check each other and play and show y'all elite skills. That's what it's all about, man. Y'all all stars. Y'all all world stars. So, y'all should be playing at a high level, man. The dunk contest, it should be a star-studded event, man. Like when I go and watch the All-Star game, I want to see my Dr. J's. I want to see my Dominique Wilkins. I want to see my Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my Vince Carter, my Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? The Zions and you know what I'm saying? I want to see those type of player, man. Even like throwback Blake Griffin. Like, you know what I'm saying? We want to see them type of dunkers, man. Like, that's what it's about, man. The stars coming out and showing their talent. But they really ain't showing nothing. You like, you know what I'm saying? You be in the All-Star game, they ain't really doing too much in the All-Star game. And, you know, really, to me, the best event All-Star weekend is the three-point shootout. I ain't gonna lie, like, that's one thing to me that never got boring. It's something about that event. It just, like, it keep you on your toes, man. Like, you know, showing or seeing, like, who the best shooter in the league. And it's something fun about that, man. Like, that, to me, like, that's the only best, like, event that's in the All-Star weekend is the three-point shootout. Everything else just bland and boring. It just, I don't know, man. It just ain't really hit on much. You know what I'm saying? But it's just what it is, though, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Got to do better, man. Got to do better in the All-Star games, the All-Star weekends, and everything just predictable, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm describing, breaking down every word that's using to be like, will put you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these type of events are just not hitting for the All-Star weekend, man. Just not. Three-point shootout, keep doing y'all thing, though. But, yeah, man. But, look, we've been getting to the first jersey. And this dude right here, man, he put stuff on the map, man. You know, he defied all odds and he defied like all type of like situations, man, and showing that it's possible, it could be done, and you know, you just don't give up. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep stuff moving, man. No matter if they close the door in your face, you know what I'm saying? Go get the key, go open that door. Or go to the next door. Keep going, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Keep doing your thing, man. But the jersey that I'm finna pull out is somebody, man, worthy of like of just being praised on like legendary status, man. And a lot of stuff we just were talking about now, man. I'm talking about he was direct opposite a lot of that stuff. But look, the first jersey I'm finna pull out, this guy right here, man. Stop playing with this guy, man. Y'all see this right here, man. Come on, dude. Y'all see this, man. Y'all see the vibes? Yeah, man. All stick everything. Who? Number 4 for the Atlanta Hawks. All stitch everything. Who we talking about, man? If I turn around, I'm gonna hit y'all with this, man. Y'all see that right there, man. Yeah, man. All stitch everything, man. Spud Webb jersey, man. That Spud Webb, man. And you see how it's crooked on the back? That's how the jersey is like that. Like, that's how the Hawks had their jersey like that. They had the little tilt version. It was tilted to the side, man. Had a little gangster lean like that, man. Even the 4 is like that. If you can look, the 4 in the Hawks is tilted like that. That's how they was made. I don't know, like the Hawks had it like that. They just had their jersey tilted like that. That's dope though. You know what I'm saying? All stick everything, man. Atlanta Hawks Spud Webb jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Spud Webb, man. His real name Anthony, man. Spud is his nickname. We're going to talk about how he got the nickname, Spud. You know what I'm saying? A little crazy little situation, you know, growing up. Yeah, but they all still everything Spud Webb, man. Yeah, y'all see it, man. Stop playing with those Spud, man. It's Spud, man. Yeah. This thing dope, man. Spud Webb, my boy. It's the real stitch. Everything Spud Webb. Stop playing. Let's talk about Spud, man. Damn. The first jersey is Atlanta Hawks, and the jersey I'm wearing is Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, man. But shout out to Spud Webb. You know what I'm saying? doing his thing. And Spud Webb, man, this dude is like, man, he really is the epitome of saying, like, if I get knocked down, I'm gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? Somebody try to get in my way, I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go through him. Like, he will not be denied. You know what I'm saying? That phrase was in the dictionary. If it's in the dictionary, I will not be denied. Spud Webb picture probably right next to that phrase. Because Spud Webb never gave up, man. Like, he got cut from his 7th grade basketball team and they didn't want him, and it was looking crazy for him, man, because back then, man, everybody was like 5'8", 5'9", you know what I'm saying, or 5'6". Spud Webb was like a 4'11". He was 4'11", man. What's the 4'11"? And we ain't talking about Mary J. Blige first album. What's the 4'11"? I'm talking about Spud Webb was 4'11". And coming up, man, he always used to go to the court, shoot basketball, and he had a lot of like sisters, and I don't know if he had a brother or not. I can't remember, but he had a lot of siblings though. And growing up, he had the name Spud. And let's talk about it. How he got the name Spud. It's a crazy little meaning. He got the name Spud from his daddy friends growing up. He was like a little small dude. And Spud came from, his head was shaped like a Sputnik space shuttle, spacecraft that used to go out of space. And they say his head was shaped like a Sputnik spacecraft, a space shuttle. It was something like that. But that's where the name Spud came from. So they, instead of calling him Sputnik, they just called him Spud. And so it came from his head shape. So after that, man, that went down, and he just carried that name. He did his thing. And but like I said, man, he kept going, and he went to high school. Dude was like, he averaged like 26 points a game, man. He was balling. Little Spud doing his thing. So after that, he ended up going to a junior college. He went to a college called Midland. Then when he went to Midland, man, he was putting up numbers, doing his thing, and making a name for himself, man. But so then it was a junior college. It was only 2 years. So he went to a junior college. After 2 years was up, he was gonna go to North Texas. You know what I'm saying? Cause in case y'all didn't know, I didn't bring it up. But Spud Webb, he from Dallas, Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? He was born July 13th, 1963. You know what I'm saying? Dallas, Texas, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? So, but after he left Midland, the junior college, it was a coach that was really like fond of him, that really want him to go to their college, North Texas College. I don't know, North Texas or Northern Texas. But right before he finna get recruited to them, cause the coach loved Spud Webb. But right before he finna get recruited to him, cause it was more like a D1 type of look. So more scouts can look at Spud Webb. But right before he was finna go to that Northern Texas school, that coach got fired. So, that coach had no pull to bring Spud Webb into the program. So, Spud Webb was just looking like real sad. So what he did, he started working for his dad. His dad had like a little shop, and he worked for his dad, man. He really was trying to figure out what he was gonna do. He really kind of gave up on basketball because he was already against the odds, how short he was, and nobody really wanted to mess with him like that. And then after the junior college, and wasn't nobody, no big colleges knocking on his door. But the thing was, the coach that got fired from Northern Texas, he still loved Spud Webb game and loved him so much as a player. Man, dude got them put some calls in, man. He called around, he had some connects, man. You know that saying, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. Yeah, that Northern Texas coach was a prime example of that. Even though he got fired, even though they kicked the can on him, even though they did that, he went still around, took it upon himself and put some calls in. And then next thing you know, Spud Webb ended up being at NC State, man. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina State. And he put up some numbers, man, did his thing, man. And you know, people were kind of skeptical, like, is he gonna make it to the NBA? Is he really, is he really that guy to make it there? And, they took a chance on him. So, like, the number he was putting up, they really couldn't deny him. They really couldn't, like, turn away from him. They had to take a chance on him. And then he ended up being a 4th-round pick for the Detroit Pistons. You know what I'm saying? And, they thought they were finna get him, but they end up cutting him. You know what I'm saying? They end up, like, they cut him, like, right before, like, it was time for the season. And then when they end up cutting him, the Hawks picked him up. And the Hawks picked him up. It was on and popping after that. And this the thing too, man. Doc Rivers, the player, y'all know the coach Doc Rivers? Doc Rivers got hurt. And when Doc Rivers got hurt, Spud Webb came on in, man. He came on in and made a name for himself. And, he was doing decent. And they were finna cut him for the Hawks. But the one person that saved him was the star on the Atlanta Hawks that was already there. This guy right here, man. This guy right here. Dominique Wilkins saved Spud Webb's career, man. I'm talking about for real, man. Dominique Wilkins already had a big name. And he was going, they were going to let him go. But I don't know, man. Dominique Wilkins seen something in him. Dominique Wilkins like, man, y'all do not cut this dude. If it weren't for Dominique Wilkins, Spud Webb would not be a full-fledged member of the Hawks the way he was. You know what I'm saying? He made the team at the beginning, but he was going to get cut, like, at the beginning of the season. You ain't even seen a Spud Webb in a Hawks uniform all them years like that. But Dominique Wilkins said, hold up. Man, y'all hold up, man. Y'all hold up. Do not cut this dude, man. I'm telling you, I see something in this dude, man. He going to be great. Do not cut him, man. Like, as the star player, I want Spud Webb in a Hawks uniform. I want him here. And when Dominique Wilkins put that word in, Spud Webb stayed, man. You know what I'm saying? They came a little dope duo, and they made it close to the championship, man. Like, right before, man, they were so close to get to the final, man. But they could not get past Larry Bird and them Celtics, man. They just couldn't get past them. Like, if it wasn't no such thing as a Larry Bird, Spud Webb probably would be in the finals and have a ring too. So, but they couldn't get past Larry Bird and them Celtics, man. Kevin McHale and them boys, man. Robert Parrish and them boys. But what it is, Spud Webb, like out the blue, I won't say like right before the 91-92 season, he got traded again. Man, he got traded to the Sacramento Kings. And, he put up numbers. He was slowly declining. And, but he showed he was a full-fledged star with the Kings still. Like, people were still, like, gravitating to him. But as time went on, his numbers went down. But at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, he went back to the Hawks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he finished his career off with the Hawks. That was dope, man. And, yeah, he was gone after that. But another thing I want to say too, man, what I cannot gloss over at all, at the beginning of this podcast episode 74, I was talking about how trash the dunk contest is nowadays. Like, no originality, just terrible, just creativity, and, they do like a half-ass regular dunk and think that's something. They dancing after them weak dunks. Terrible, man. Trash in the half. Garbage juice with ice in it. I'm telling y'all. But got to give this guy props, man. In 1986, boy Spud Webb got in that dunk contest, man. And it was in Dallas, Texas. And that man came through and won. And he outshined his teammate, Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins was in the dunk contest with Spud Webb, 5'7". Oh, that's what, I ain't even really bring that up too, man. Spud Webb was 5'7". We were always talking about how he was short. But dude is 5'7". 5'7", man. Come on, man. 5'7". Like, at that time, man, he was the shortest player ever to grace the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And of course Muggsy Bogues came along and beat that, being 5'3". But I got Muggsy Bogues jersey too. We're gonna talk about old Muggsy. But the dunk contest, the folk been talking about the All-Star game and all that, but it's crazy that all these high-flying, tall NBA players that got ups and props and star power and athleticism, you know what I'm saying, they don't even want to be in the dunk contest. But you had up and coming, you know what I'm saying, notoriety was known a little bit, but not like a full-fledged superstar at the time. He was working his way up there. But he was real popular in Atlanta metropolitan area, and just popular dude. But he was a superstar, especially in that area. You know what I'm saying, Georgia. But he took it upon himself. Like, I don't know how big a star I am. With what Spud Webb saying, I'm gonna be in the dunk contest, even though I ain't like 6'7" or a real tall. I ain't number 5'7". I'm gonna be in the dunk contest, and I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna try to win. So you got people got heart like that, and then you got these tall players that's scared to be in the dunk contest, and they like full-fledged superstars with a lot of height on, a lot of athleticism, and don't want to be in it. And you got 5'7", the up-and-coming superstar that's against all odds, got in the dunk contest, and he went up against one of the people that never ducked smoke in the dunk contest, Dominique Wilkins. He went up against him, and he beat Dominique Wilkins. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was, man, I'm talking about Dominique Wilkins, he put on the show too, man, every time. And then Spud Webb came through, and Dominique Wilkins had a lot of wars he went to war with Michael Jordan in the dunk contest, and then game time too. Like, they went head to head, you know what I'm saying? Dominique Wilkins went against Larry Bird. Larry Bird went against Jordan. Jordan went against Larry Bird. I mean, they went against each other. Them three was like, they was always battling each other for the East, man. But yeah, I gotta give Spud Webb his props, man. Anthony Spud Webb, man. Oh, Sputnik. Spud Webb came through in that dunk contest, man. Said, I don't give a damn if I'm against the odds. I don't give a damn y'all think I'm finna embarrass myself. I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna do the opposite of both of them. I'm finna out there win this thing, man. I'm finna succeed in the dunk contest. And he did, with flying colors. And man, I'm telling y'all, man, Spud Webb, he should be studied, man, especially when it comes to like his career. Don't give up. Being in the dunk contest, man, take a page out his book, y'all. I'm telling you, man. But y'all don't want to listen, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, what we finna do? Finna pull out the Spud Webb jersey again, man. Gotta show y'all up close and personal, man. This guy was not to be played with, man. This Spud Webb, man. Stop playing, man. Spud Webb, man. All stitch, everything Spud Webb. Yeah, man, look. Then we got the Hardwood Classic. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell Lanez. Tag on the back of the jersey right there. Yeah, so. But yeah, man, this all stick everything Spud Webb, man. Like I said, man, that's how the Hawks had it back then. They had it curved like that, little crooked like that. I don't know why they did it. It's dope like that. I like it though. You know what I'm saying? Something different. That's how the Hawks did it back then, man. But yeah, man. All stick everything Spud Webb, man. Y'all stop playing with Spud, man. Yeah, man. Spud Webb, man. I mean, he should be studied, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check dude out, man. Spud Webb was a beast, man. Like I said, I hate that they had traded him off to the Sacramento Kings. You know what I'm saying? They were this close on getting that championship, man. Hell, they had traded Dominique Wilkins off, man. You know what I'm saying? To the Clippers and all that, man. He was, Dominique Wilkins and Spud Webb, they became like journeymen. And if y'all don't know what journeymen mean, that means like, you be a star, whatever like that, and you sit on one team, and then like later on in your career, you start getting traded from team to team to team to team. You're a journeyman. And that was Spud Webb and Dominique Wilkins became. And they got tired of it, and they like, I'm out. So, but Spud Webb, man, he averaged 9.9 points per game, man. 9.9. And he in the NBA, he 5'7", man, and he one of them players like, well, at the end of the day, he a point guard. And, Spud Webb, back then, point guard wasn't like no shoot first type of position. It was like a pass first. It was like position your team up to get them on point. Point guard really meant what a point guard sounded like. A point guard, like I'm a guard that point my team in the right direction. I give y'all the right passes, and I shoot if necessary, if I'm open, and like point guard. So point guard back then didn't average like 30 points a game and all that. They'll average like 9 points, no more than 12 points per game, 13 points per game. Like there was a pass first league, you had John Stockton, he might put up a little more points than the average point guard, but other than that, yeah, man, point guard, they had low scoring averages, man. But assists, he had 5.3 assists per game, 2.1 in rebounds, and he played average 12 years. I know it was like 1985 to 1998, but yeah, man, he got drafted by the Pistons, but they waived him or cut him, and the Hawks picked him up. Yeah, it was on and cracking after that, man. And then with a little help with Dominique Wilkins, put the word in, he want to keep him on the team. That was it. They kept old boy. They kept old Sputnik. Spud Webb, man. Anthony Webb, man. Don't get caught up in that man Webb, man. It'd be dope, though, if Spud Webb got drafted to Charlotte Hornets. They had the story, Charlotte's Webb. Had Charlotte on the front of his jersey and had Webb on the back. That'd be dope, Charlotte's Webb. But hey, man, it wasn't meant to do that, man. It's Atlanta Hawks, Spud Webb, man. Act like you know, man. But yeah, look, man, this Spud Webb all-star everything, the 1986 slam dunk champion, I know Dominique, he won in like 85. Spud Webb won in like 86. And Jordan won in like 87, 88. Yeah. I think Dominique won it again in 1990. He won it again. So, you got to show love to these players, man. They coming out, and even though they could take the time off during All-Star Weekend, they don't even take the time off, man. They like, shit, I got to keep it going. I got to keep showing people I got skills. I got to keep getting it out there. I don't want to take no days off, man. I got to keep it going, man. But so I got to give a shout out to Spud Webb doing that too, man. Like the little young cat, he could have been like, man, I ain't going to embarrass myself being 5'7" in the dunk contest against Dominique Wilkins and, Jordan. He didn't get in that competition. But, at the end of the day, man, he did his thing and nobody denied him, man. So shout out to Spud Webb. Shout out to like him showing his skills and just representing for the culture, man. Like Spud Webb, you deserve your flowers, man. But this Spud Webb, all-star everything, and y'all hold that thing down, man. Shout out to Spud Webb, man. Legend in the making, a legend that's already been made, man. You already know it. Spud Webb. I'm out.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes, I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine or Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What's going on? What it do, man? This your boy here checking back on in, man. Episode 74 to the Pull Out Game podcast, man. This segment 2. Y'all know the vibes, man. I ain't went nowhere, man. I'm still here, man. I'm still here. Yeah, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? The jerseys, they forever here. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna stop. The train gonna forever not run out of gas. Or coal or whatever train run by. We're gonna keep the train going, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all the truth, man. Y'all the goats out here, man. Y'all already know y'all the goats, man. For real. So I appreciate y'all. But look, man, before we get into the second jersey, I just want to say this real quick, man. I just want to say this real quick, man. When I was coming up, you know what? First of all, before I even get into that, I'm gonna pull the second jersey out, man. I'm finna say the first jersey, man. I'm having so much fun with the jersey. It seemed like the first time every go round. But I'm finna pull out the second jersey of the day, man, real quick, before I get into it, man. Let's go and get to it. I want to pull this jersey out. And a lot of y'all might not know who he is, but if y'all know the profession, this sport, he big time, well, heavily respected legend in the game. Y'all already know who he is. But if y'all don't, we're going to get y'all on to him, man. So y'all hold tight. But the next jersey I'm finna pull out, this guy right here, man. Y'all hold it down. Y'all see who this is, man. Number 5 for the Houston Astros. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with this guy, man. Yeah, man. All-state everything, man. Y'all know who this is? Thing clean, too, boy. Not a stain on it. But look, man. Oh, yeah. You got the Cooperstown collection. Yeah, man. Who we talking about, though? Jeff Bagwell, man. All-state everything, Jeff Bagwell. And then on top of that, too, look. This ain't no regular Houston Astros Jeff Bagwell jersey. This right here, look, man, the World Series pack 2005 when they played Chicago White Sox, man. Yeah, man, this the World Series Jeff Bagwell jersey. Stop playing, man. Y'all see it, man. Jeff Bagwell. Man, legendary stuff right here, boy. Legendary stuff. Oh, and look. I'm tripping. I almost forgot. On the other side, got the Houston Astros logo patch right here. Look at that, man. You know what I'm saying? All-state everything, man. Houston Astros, Jeff Bagwell. Yeah, thing clean, but Jeff Bagwell. Stop playing with old Jeff, man. Yeah. Let's talk about Jeff Bagwell. Let's talk about what we talking about, too. Okay. Look, man. We definitely finna talk about Jeff Bagwell and what he did to the game with baseball. You know what I'm saying? All-state everything. Houston Astros baseball jersey. Jeff Bagwell, man. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Bagwell was a beast. Like, he was a certified beast. But I just want to say this real quick, though, before we get into the jersey. You know, when I was coming up and I was listening to music and hip-hop and you know, all type of music, you know, going on, it was just so much fun, you know, because when you young, you ain't think about none of the politics of music. You ain't think about, like, the backstory and the business side of music. You just listen to the music. You don't even know how it was made at the time. You just listening to it, enjoying it. Damn, this music for my ears. Enjoyment, watching the videos. You know what I'm saying? Young and you know, just wet behind the ears. You just see what you see in front of your face and you know what's going on with your ears, what you hearing. Like, that's all you knew with just the music. But then as you got older, you start seeing like the politics of it, all this Illuminati stuff, and artists ain't really getting paid like they portray in their videos, and a lot of crooked behind the scene deals, and just a lot of stuff, man. And you know, as you get older, you start seeing like music, culture, and the industry in a different light. And you know, they got, you know, this stuff with Diddy going on, and you know, artists ain't really getting paid like you thought they was, and it just a lot of stuff going on, man. Just, you look at the game different now, man. And then, you know, they got this stuff with Jay-Z and the Epstein files, and you know, and then you know what happened with R. Kelly, and you know, cause way back in the day, you ain't think R. Kelly would do stuff like that. I'm talking about way back in the day, and before he had the sex tape and all that. And then, you know, just a lot of stuff going on, man. Like I said, they got Jay-Z and Beyonce in the Epstein files, and they got a lot of people in the Epstein files, man. Bill Clinton and a lot of other people, man. But I don't know how true that is. I don't even know what that list mean. Like, what do it mean? What do it mean that you're on the list? Like, you're automatically on the list? Are they saying like, I mean, cause I seen the Epstein like documentary, how he was tricking them girls in Florida, and you know, he was like having sex with them on the island, and they didn't show Epstein having sex on the island, but they was like showing the island, and but I'm not understanding the list though. Is the list meaning like people on the island, it was an automatic like sex trafficking island, and if you was on the island, that's what you came to do? So if your name on the list, that means you was on the island, and if you was on the island, you automatically with like sex trafficking and having sex with underage people and kids under their will, and how did the kids get there? They should be in school. Like, what we don't, like, I don't know, like, what do that mean? Like, it was a lot of names on that list. I think I seen my 3rd grade teacher on that list too. I don't know, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy, but you know, all this like Illuminati stuff, and do I believe it? To an extent, I could see that, man, because I look at it like this. In Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? They saying like, but this what I don't kind of agree with, and I kind of do. But they saying like, if a black man make it, it called Illuminati. But I don't ever see them put that tag on like a white American, a Puerto Rican, a Mexican. It's just when a black make it, it's Illuminati. But I kind of, if you think back on it, we always been behind the curve though. Cause it been like other races that was in slavery, but we was the main race that was in slavery, us black people. So, we always been behind the 8 ball, man. We always, had it bad. So, it might be like, the blacks be the main ones that, get caught in that stigma, man, because like we was like that during slavery. We was the main targets. So for us to come back around and get all that money, like, what are you doing for that money? Like, I know you got to have a talent and a product to get yourself out there to get money and to make money. And, they pay you for your talent. But, these days, man, that I've seen as I'm getting older, they ain't just want you for talent, man. I'm hearing they might want you for other things too. And, the talent draw you in. But if you want to be a household name, you got to do, X, Y, and Z to get there, So, I don't know, man, because you got to think like this, man. When you go to a college and you trying to get into a sorority or frat, they don't just let you in that sorority. They don't just let you in that frat. You might got to do something for it. They'll probably haze you or something like that. Hazing, like, they make you do like a lot of type of, situations you got to do to get in there, man. You might got to do a prank, or you might got to do like a crazy dare, or walk like 12 miles to go get like the cheesecake thing that Diddy did, like some stuff like, the hazing in college, they might make you do something real crazy, or they punish you a certain kind of way. And then, in the gang culture, like if you in the gang, like Bloods and Crips, you got to get initiated in. You can't just be in the gang like, hey, I want to be in the gang, just walk up in the gang. They might jump you or fight you or something to get in the gang, or you might got to do something illegal, crazy to get in the gang, or whatever to get in the gang. I don't know. I ain't in Bloods and Crips. I know they ain't gonna just let you in these certain things and that's it. You got to do something. And, you would think in the entertainment, Hollywood industry, all you had to do is like have your talent. But, it seems like these days you got to have more than that. It seemed like, I don't know, I ain't in Hollywood, but it seemed like a lot of Illuminati stuff going on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like really getting exposed. Ever since Cat Williams did the Club Shay Shay, everything been getting exposed, man. I'm talking about for real. So, I don't know, man. They saying Jay-Z on the Epstein list, and then DJ Vlad, the platform Vlad TV, DJ Vlad done came out and saying Jay-Z is behind the reason Tory Lanez is still in prison. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, Tory Lanez, the one they said so-called shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. And Klay Thompson, if you hearing this, cover your ears. No, but they said Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. He got locked up. He been in prison a long time. And they saying Jay-Z paid the courts and the judges to keep Tory Lanez locked up. Jay-Z paid to get Tory Lanez appeal denied, and Tory Lanez got stabbed in prison by a Mexican. They said Jay-Z the one put the hit out on Tory Lanez to get stabbed. They saying a lot of stuff, man, a lot of greasy stuff, man. They saying Jay-Z paying a lot of people off in Bitcoins so it won't get traced back to him. It's just a lot of stuff, man. And DJ Vlad got a lot of connects, man. DJ Vlad is one of the main reasons Keefe D, the dude that shot, they said that shot Tupac, Keefe D, he the main reason he locked up because he was on Vlad TV doing the interview. And then like a little bit after that, they raided his house. He got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really blame Vlad for a lot of stuff. When people go in there and tell they stuff, they saying Vlad the police, but you don't have to tell your business. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you to go on the platform, go on there and tell your business. Vlad ain't put no gun in your head to go on the platform. He ain't put no gun in your head to tell all your personal business. So, I don't know. People, I look at that first though. They put a gun to your head, or if it's like mandatory, some kind of way he making you tell, then I get it. But y'all telling on yourself. But anyway, man. But like they saying Jay-Z doing a lot of stuff like that, man. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. But we gonna see, man. We gonna see. But anyway, let's gonna get to the second jersey of the show, man, of the podcast, episode 74, man. Segment 2. Y'all know the vibe, man. But this dude, legendary. But a lot of y'all don't know who he is. Man, y'all sleeping. Y'all sleeping on dude, man. Like, if y'all know this sport, y'all know exactly who this dude is, man. Y'all know exactly what's going on. Y'all know what time it is with this dude. But look, man, right here, man. Y'all already see it. This Jeff Bagwell, man. This Jeff Bagwell, man. I say this Jeff Bagwell, man. All stick, everything. Houston Astros slugger. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of years, man. Jeff Bagwell, man. He from Boston. You know what I'm saying? Grew up, his favorite team was the Boston Red Sox. And, you know, he came up, did his thing, and, you know, made a name for himself in high school. Came through, made a name for himself, like just up in the rankings. And when he did come through, he ended up getting drafted by the Boston Red Sox. What goes around comes around. His team he grew up, Boston Red Sox. He's from Boston. And he got drafted to the pros, Boston Red Sox. But then he ended up getting traded to the Houston Astros, man. And, you know, Jeff Bagwell had like the craziest stance. He had like a stance like he holding the bat and his legs are like damn near like 12 feet apart. Like, that's crazy. Like, he had like a wide stance, man. Almost down there like he doing the split. It's a crazy stance that a batting stance he had. And, you know, how he got that stance, like, he was dibbling, dabbling in it. And then when he got to the major league, he ran into Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn signed a picture, an autographed picture. And it said on the picture, never change, keep the same stance. And that stuck with Jeff Bagwell. And that batting stance was working for him. And when he kept that stance, you know, he started liking it. And he remember what Tony Gwynn said. You know, Tony Gwynn, like one of the best hitters of all time. And he got that advice from him. Jeff Bagwell just kept the stance. And ever since then, he had that stand with his legs wide, spread apart. And you know what I'm saying? And yeah, the leg was spread wide apart. Yeah, I said it. And we ain't doing no diddy, no pause, and no none of that stuff, man. If you're confident on how you feel and what you're saying, and you know you don't swing that way, we don't need to do no pausing. Like I said, leg wide apart, I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? But Jeff Bagwell had a crazy bad stand. He would crouch down, like, you know what I'm saying, the comfortable, crazy stand, but he would knock them over the gate, man. I'm talking about for real. You know what I'm saying? Career average, 297 batting average, man. You know what I'm saying? 2,314 hits, 449 home runs, 1,529 RBIs, 1,517 runs scored, man. You know what I'm saying? He won the MVP award 1994. You know what I'm saying? He got the most home runs in Houston Astros history. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, what can I say, man? And then at one point, he held the record for like the most home runs in the season with 60 home runs, man. You know what I'm saying? 2,000. You know what I'm saying? That before, like, you know, the Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa situation went down. And, you know, before all the Barry Bonds, you know what I'm saying? All that, too, the steroid era. And Jeff Bagwell never got blamed for steroids. Never. So, but yeah, Jeff Bagwell was like, man, he was like a real cornerstone in my childhood too. I remember watching him growing up, playing for the Houston Astros, man. I just remember them days. I miss these days, man. This Jeff Bagwell, man. And man, I'm talking about nostalgia is something else, man. It is. But yeah, Jeff Bagwell, he the first baseman ever to be in the 30-30 club. You know what I'm saying? To steal 30 bases and hit 30 home runs, man. The Jeff Bagwell, man. Y'all stop playing with Jeff Bagwell, man. The dude was a slugger. You know, his personal life, like these athletes, I don't really like to get in their personal life. I do like to tell their backstories on certain things. I guess you count that as their personal life. But Jeff Bagwell was like real quiet, low key. You know what I'm saying? I know one thing he used to do. If he see a player that give a lot of effort, the next time they go in the dugout and sit on the bench, he'll go and sit right next to him. And like, damn near like, well, I won't say cuss him out, but give him a stern talking to, man. What the hell you doing, man? What the freak you doing? You know what I'm saying? And you know, and just schooling them on like play harder, play better, man. Like take the game serious, don't take it for granted. So Jeff Bagwell always was like a leader in the locker room, man. You know what I'm saying? There's another player too called Craig Biggio. You know what I'm saying? Well, not called, named Craig Biggio. And it's you know, him, Craig Biggio, and it's another dude too. His name started with a B. I can't think his name, but they were like a little trio. They were called the Killer Bees. And no, they weren't with Wu-Tang. They was not with Wu-Tang. But they had a nickname called the Killer Bees. And yeah, man. Them boy almost won the World Series in 2005, man. But Chicago White Sox knocked them down, and that was it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the closest he ever got to a World Series, man. And that's the closest he ever got to winning a World Series. In 2017, he was inducted in the Hall of Fame, man. So this Jeff Bagwell, man. I'm finna show the Jeff Bagwell jersey again. You know the vibes. Y'all see it, man. Jeff Bagwell, man. Yeah. This dude right here, man. He was the cleanup guy. For y'all don't know what a cleanup hitter is, that's the dude, you know, like I said, I done said it before, the cleanup hitter, man. You know what I'm saying? He hit fourth in the lineup. It might be the first three hitters, you know, get on base. And, you know, he might hit a grand slam. You know, grand slam like everybody on base. And then the fourth person come up, hit a home run. And all runs come in. He the cleanup guy. He clean up everybody on the base and get them all off the bases, man. He the cleanup hitter. But yeah, Jeff Bagwell always hit fourth, man. Yeah. All still everything, man. Like I said, it's the 2005 World Series patch, man. It was, you know what I'm saying? Played the Chicago White Sox, 2005. Yeah. Y'all see the vibes, man. Jeff Bagwell, man. And this guy was not in no Illuminati. Yeah, man. Not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this Jeff Bagwell, man. This Jeff Bagwell all still everything, man. I enjoy talking about these players. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what they do in their sport. And yeah, man, these legendary players, man. Like y'all is sleeping on these players, man. I'm telling y'all. Y'all got to do y'all homework, man. Do y'all research, man. Like Jeff Bagwell is like one of the greats. Like he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, man. Got to give all these players their flowers, man. Jeff Bagwell is not to be denied, man. Just like Spud Webb was never denied, man. These greats, man. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, they defined all odds, man. And look where they at. You know what I'm saying? They on the Pullout Game podcast, man. You know, well, they had to have a career before they be on the Pullout Game podcast. But yeah, man, this Jeff Bagwell all still everything, man. Y'all stop playing with this guy, man. This dude was a beast. I mean, like I said, man, one of his best friends on the team was Craig Biggio. Craig Biggio was a beast too, man. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say that too, man. Jeff Bagwell had that stand, that wide stands like that. I used to play Little League Baseball, and I started trying to have a stance like he did. And I ain't gonna lie, for a minute it worked. It worked though. I ended up changing my stance like later on. You know what I'm saying? Later on while I was playing Little League Baseball, but that stand that Jeff Bagwell had, man, I used to, it was a crazy stance, but it used to work though, man. I don't know, it used to work. It feel like, or it make you lock in on the baseball even more. Like, you know what I'm saying, when it coming down to the plate, it's like you in a comfortable stand, you just lock in more. And for y'all, excuse me, if y'all don't know how Jeff Bagwell batting stance was when he played Major League Baseball, go and check the highlights, man. YouTube there for you, man. But y'all just know Jeff Bagwell was not to be played with, man. He a Houston Astros legend. He hold a record for the most home runs by a Houston Astros player. So I mean, that stuff right there, stuff like that can't be denied, man. So yeah, man. But I just want to show love to Jeff Bagwell, give him his flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? He won Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? 91. You know what I'm saying? 94, he won the MVP. Did Jeff Bagwell, man. Like, he one of them guys, man. I stand by it. He one of them guys, man. But like I said, man, this the best jersey collection on the planet, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to show love to these players and, and let people know what time it is, man. Cause I feel like a lot of these older players that like back in the day, they getting left in the wind. It ain't raining out there, y'all. It's raining. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to keep the show going. We're going to keep it rolling. But we got to let y'all know, man. I got to let y'all know that these players are not to be slept on. And they like the greats of the greats, man. The best of the best, man. You know what I'm saying? The kings of the kings, man. But Jeff Bagwell, man, all still everything, man. Y'all stop playing, act like I enjoy hearing that rain out there. Hey, man, we're going to keep the vibes going, man. But this Jeff Bagwell, all still everything. Y'all hold it down, man. Y'all recognize the legend when y'all see one, man. Jeff Bagwell, hold it down.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes, I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine or Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What it do? This your boy Hen checking in once again, my friends. Pull Out Game Podcast, episode 74, segment 3. Y'all already know what it be, man. Look, man, I appreciate everybody subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like, the comments, the shares, all that, man. Like, the channel can't do it without y'all, man. Y'all the truth, man. But look, man, before we get into the next jersey, I just want to say this real quick, man. I know it's rough out there. The economy bad. The price of living is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The pay rate on these jobs ain't matching up with the price of living, with the economy. People working 3 or 4 jobs just to keep afloat. You know what I'm saying? Healthcare just through the roof. It's just crazy out here, man. And I just see that, man. Like, as Americans, man, we catching hell out here, man. You know what I'm saying? People overseas, like in Paris and all over there, and even like Canada, they getting like free healthcare. Like, we say anything about paying for healthcare over there, they'll laugh at us, man. They'll laugh at us. They ain't trying to hear none of that. And that's sad that, the government don't recognize our struggles, man. They see us struggling. They do recognize, as a matter of fact. They just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Long as everything beneficial for them, that's all they care about, man. And it's sad that we got to go through stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, groceries is ridiculous, man. I'm talking about, shoot, man. Shoot, I'm telling you, man, it's rough out here, man. Like, folk down there trying to eat dog food. Not me, but I'm just saying, man, I'm telling a lot of people 1 check away from being homeless, man. Like, it's sad. So, I just want to say, man, all my people out there, man, y'all keep y'all heads up, man. And I hate that a lot of people be getting 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet, man. It shouldn't be like that, dog. Like, we should be living comfortable. We shouldn't be living like this, man. Like, like a homeless man, a lot of people, like I said, to check away from that, man. But You know, like I said, the government don't care. You know what I'm saying? They even they do give you like a stimulus check, you know, you're gonna have to end up paying it back at the end of the year, and you know what you gotta pay back probably gonna be more than what the stimulus check is. So I mean, it's just sad out here, man. Everybody keep your head up though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding with y'all, all my people, you know what I'm saying, through the good and bad. You know, we in this fight together, man. You know what I'm saying? Pull Out Game Podcast, man. We got y'all back. I got y'all back, man. But look, finna get into the first jersey. I keep saying the first jersey, man. I'm telling you, man, every time I pull these jerseys, I like the first go round, man. I be so excited, man. But we even pull out the third jersey, the last and final jersey for this episode 74. Legendary, iconic. He a beast. He not to be played with. I mean, I'm just saying, man. He not to be denied, man. He defined the word relentless, man. He a monster, man. I'm talking about, call the Ghostbusters, man. This dude a monster, for real, dog. But he just legendary, man. He was underappreciated. He didn't get it just due in the league from like owners and coaches, man. You know what I'm saying? They devalue. Well, they didn't devalue dude, you know what I'm saying? Because he was already great. But I feel they were trying to devalue him. And you know, but they couldn't, man. He was a diamond in the rough, man, for real. But they knew what he was worth. They just didn't want to give him his props like that. But who I'm talking about, man? I'm doing a lot of talking. Who we talking about? This dude right here, man. Without further ado. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Who is this dude right here, man? 75th anniversary patch. You know what I'm saying? Got a Rams patch over there. Look, man. This dude right here. Y'all see it. Eric Dickerson. You know what I'm saying? Eric Dickerson, man. I'll steal everything. Eric Dickerson. Yeah. The dude was a problem, man. He was a problem. Let's talk about Eric Dickerson, man. Let's talk about it. Eric Dickerson, man. Eric Dimitri Dickerson. Born September 2nd, 1960, man. You know what I'm saying? He from Sealy, Texas. You know what I mean? I'm talking about back in the days, man. But look, man, dude was always a beast. You know what I'm saying? Came out the womb with a football damn near, man. You know what I'm saying? But well, I ain't saying, you know, mama had a football in the womb, but you know what I mean. But his mama named Viola, man. Shout out to Miss Viola. Eric Dickerson, like, hit the ground running. He made a name for himself. You know what I'm saying? Playing high school football. All the schools want to recruit him. Like, all the schools wanted him, man. He damn near almost go any school he wanted to, man. And I know one school that tried to recruit him, and they didn't say no names on this one, but the school that tried to recruit him, they tried to slide him $50,000 in a suitcase. $50,000, man. That was a lot of money, like, for back in the days, man. And but his mama pulled him to the side, and mama said, "Look, don't take that money if you don't really, really want to go to that school, cause it's gonna be something that you're gonna regret. You know what I'm saying? When you take that money, man, they might make you do something way more than you got to, and it's gonna make you regret that you took that money." And he thought about it. He like, "No, I ain't gonna go to that school. Mama right." So after then, you know what I'm saying, a little bit later, Oklahoma popped up. And that's the school he wanted to go to. He was, you know, Oklahoma Sooner fan. He liked Oklahoma. And, you know, they wanted to take him. They were ready to take him. Open arms and everything. Mama pulled him to the side. And then Eric said, "I want to go to this school." Mama said, "Nah, we ain't going to that school." Eric like, "Why not?" She said, "Something about that coach, it just don't sit right with me. Just trust me on this." And, you know, he believed in mama intuition. He didn't go to the school. And a little bit later, SMU crept in the picture, Southern Methodist University. You know, they were trying to get him. But a little bit back in the back, they crept to the front. Texas Longhorn. They came up. Texas, they were real arrogant. They were arrogant school. And they was like, look, man, I know SMU wants you. I heard about Oklahoma were trying to get you. But look, man, all them schools, especially SMU, they never will be better than us. They'll never outdo what we doing. So if you go to them, you will never be better than us. You know what I'm saying? You'll be a loser. So you should come to us. We're going to get you right. And then if you don't, like, decide to go to us, I'm just saying, we're going to make it hard for you to get a job out here after you graduate. We're going to make it hard for you to get to a good college after we leave from here today. So, you know, it basically threatening him, like, you know, that he shouldn't, like, pick no other school but them. And he didn't like that. That didn't sit well with him. And he like, oh, hell no. So he told his mama about that too. Mama said, oh, hell no. No, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that. So after then, you know, SMU came in the picture. And, you know, Texas A&M came in the picture. And they was like fighting trying to get him. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, man. Somebody ended up throwing like a Trans Am car his way, man, like a brand new car. And, you know, people were speculating what happened, how he got the car. And, you know, Eric Dickerson said, you know, grandmama got this for me. Then he came from no school, you know, allegedly grandmama got it for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's the story he's sticking with. That's the story he's saying. So, you know, he got the car. And, you know, he ended up, you know, to make it not a big deal, not a big thing, he ended up selling the car to a teammate. So by me saying teammate, a SMU teammate. So by me saying a SMU teammate, you should know that he picked to go to SMU over Texas A&M. And, you know, he picked it over Oklahoma, Texas Longhorn, all them too. So he went got with SMU, you know, and he set a division conference record for the most rushing yards. And, yeah, and the record he broke was from Earl Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember I pulled the Earl Campbell jersey out. You know what I'm saying? Earl Campbell did his thing, and he was a monster too. You know what I'm saying? But he broke Earl Campbell's record, and you know he was starting to get a lot of notoriety, and a lot of people just knowing what he had going on, man. And like I said, dude was a beast. I just love the way Eric Dickerson run too, man, because like when he runs, like if you watch his highlight, it's like it look like somebody barely tackling him, man. Like they barely tackle him, and he get through the uprights, and it's hard to tackle, dude, man. You know what I'm saying? And he won All-American in 1982 in SMU, man. All-American honors, and you know he was a problem, man. Like, you know, so it was destined for him when he went to the pros. Like they were gonna pick him up, man. And he got drafted to the Rams. And I mean, he was like, I'm talking about, he was breaking all kind of records and stuff, man. And then he broke one record that was real crazy. And you know what? Before we get to that, he had a fullback player that he played with named Craig James when he was in SMU. And you know, Eric Dickerson, he was a running back, Craig James was a fullback. And they were like a powerhouse in the backfield, man. And they were called the Pony Express with their nickname. And like, you know, they was a powerhouse, man. And, you know, it was hard to stop them, man. And Craig James or Eric Dickerson, you know which one you going to get, man. The fullback or the running back. And, you know, Eric Dickerson, man, he had the Jerry curl, and he used to wear the goggles, too, man. He had, like, the goggle glasses, like Horace Grant wear with the Bulls. You know, the goggles like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar used to wear. But, yeah, he had goggles, man. And he said he used to wear them because he was blind as a bat, he said, be honest. He said he couldn't see nothing. He said it got to the point he used to wear them. If he didn't wear them, he'll feel naked on the field. Like, he feel like, damn near like he ain't wearing no clothes. Like, that's how much he was used to them goggles, man. And, you know, he needed them. And he played with them all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, he got drafted to the Rams. Like I said, this is the Los Angeles Rams, not the St. Louis Rams, the LA Rams. He got drafted to them. And like I said, man, dude set the record, man. The single season record that stand to this day. To this day. It's, you know what I'm saying, stand to this day for the most rushing yards in a single season, man. 2,105 yards, man. And The closest somebody ever got to was Adrian Peterson when he was with the Vikings. He ran for 2,097 yards in the season. But he didn't make it. And ran out of time. Didn't make it, man. Eric Dickerson said, be honest, I ain't want him to break the record. You know what I'm saying? If he did, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Cool, I congratulate him, but I ain't want him to break my record, man. And I got to give Eric Dickerson his props for, like, just being honest. Like, you know, most people be like, yeah, if he break it, he deserved to break it. I want him to break the record. Look, if that's your record, why would I want somebody to break that record, man? So, yeah, I salute Eric Dickerson for standing on 10, man, for just saying he didn't want him to break it, man. And you know what? Just being honest about it, too. That what's up. And then on top of that, nobody to this day haven't broke it yet. Nobody broke the record for the most, you know what I'm saying, yards in the season, rushing yards. And Eric Dickerson hold that record, man. So, and I don't know, nobody gonna break it no time soon. But like I said, he had a great career with the Rams, did his thing. And then, but he was getting, you know what I'm saying, underappreciated, man. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to, like I said in the beginning, they were trying to devalue him, man. And, you know, because you're a running back, you been in the league for a certain amount of years, they try to, like, throw a franchise tag on you, don't want to pay you as much, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, they were trying to do him dirty, man. But, you know, he was getting beat and bruised up, you know what I'm saying, tackle after tackle. And then he was just getting tired of not getting paid like that, man. And it's crazy, too, because he broke the single season record. You know what I'm saying? He broke the record like that. And, you know, Walter Payton had all them records. They bought him like a Ferrari or something like that. They bought him like a Ferrari car. But when Eric Dickerson, he broke the single season rushing record like that, and he did something big like that, they didn't give him no car. You know what I'm saying? What they did for him, cause I think, matter of fact, he passed Walter Payton for that record too. I want to say, you know, cause when Walter Payton got to a certain amount in that record, a certain number in that record, like I said, they gave him a car, Ferrari. So when Eric Dickerson outdid with the rushing record and, you know, and set the bar for that, they didn't get him no car. They got him a cake, like a damn near like a birthday cake. It wasn't their birthday, but they got him like a cake, a celebration cake. And then, you know, one of the teammates took their finger and swiped their finger all through the cake because they were like, this can't be just a cake. It got to be some keys in here or something. Because ain't no way y'all did that man like that. Just had a cake. And that's all he get. He don't get no bonus. He don't get no car. He don't get no gold bars or nothing. Just a cake. Like a cake. That's it. And then I think it was like a caramel cake or something like that. And then it's crazy too. He couldn't even celebrate with the cake because they said Eric Dickerson, he allergic to nuts. And caramel cake got nuts in it. So he couldn't even eat the cake. The present they gave him, he couldn't even celebrate that. So, man, he like, look, man, y'all want to pay me. I'm getting bruised up every night. I'm putting up all these numbers. I'm tired of this, man. If y'all ain't going to pay me, man, I need to be up out of here. And then they ain't want to pay him. And they end up working it out. He ended up leaving. And he left. He went to the Indianapolis Colts. And, you know, he played there. And, you know, he was putting up big numbers. And you know, people were celebrating him and stuff like that. Then it got to the point where people were saying, like, it was people coming up to him saying, you're not worth no $2 million. He should be getting paid more than that. They saying he ain't even worth $2 million. You know what I'm saying? And then with one incident, he was playing against the Cleveland Browns, and he broke a Jim Brown record. And they started booing him. I want to say he was in Indianapolis. And they broke a record with them playing Cleveland. They booed him there. He was in Indianapolis. And they booed that man. They're like, damn, you know. It's like y'all picking the Cleveland Browns over your own player, you know what I'm saying, over your own person that y'all supposed to be rooting for. So he just got tired of it. You know, then he ended up going to the Raiders. Then he went to the Raiders. Man, they were playing mind games. They were playing games over there. You know, they only wanted him over there because they wanted to get playing time. They want him to get playing time with Marcus Allen. They're trying to do Marcus Allen dirty. And then out the blue, like after halftime, they'll sit Eric Dickerson on the bench. You know, players coming up to him like, Eric, why you on the bench? Why you on the bench? And then Eric Dickerson, I don't know. You know, so they were trying to play mind games and games with Eric Dickerson and Marcus Allen. You know what I'm saying? Trying to not let Marcus Allen get playing time. And then after halftime, you know, Eric Dickerson have a good game, and then around the third quarter, he ain't in the game no more. He just got tired of the game and stuff. So then he ended up having a little contract with the Atlanta Falcons. And then, you know, he suffered like an injury to his neck. And then it had him sitting out. So after then, he had to go and retire, man. He played 11 seasons in the league, man. And like I said, to this day, he still hold the record for the most rushing yards in one season, man. From any running back, anybody. So, yeah, 2,105 yards, man. So, yeah, man, give a shout out to Eric Dickerson, man. Did his thing, man. And he made it to the Hall of Fame. Well deserved. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. This Eric Dickerson, man. Eric Demetrius Dickerson. And what I'm finna do? Finna show y'all the jersey again, man. It's already pulled out. Finna show the jersey again. Let's get it. Yeah, man. The Eric Dickerson all-star everything, man. Y'all see it, man. Y'all see the vibes. Yeah, Eric Dickerson was a problem, man. Man had the Jerry curl, man, with the goggles on. Yeah. He said he couldn't play without him, though, man. He could, but he said he felt naked without him. So, kind of the same thing. But yeah, Eric Dickerson, man, all-star everything, man. Yeah. Like I said, man, Eric Dickerson was a beast, man. You know what I'm saying? You got like Barry Sanders, he played only 10 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Earl Campbell only played 8 seasons. I mean, come on, man. Eric Dickerson played 11 seasons, man. You know, I mean, I know Earl Campbell played 8 seasons or 9 seasons. And like I said, I know Barry Sanders played 10 seasons, and you know, Eric Dickerson played 11. But a lot of running back don't last long in the league, man. They getting beat up, bruised, and you know, the owners, they don't like to pay for their time. They don't like to pay these players to get bruised up like that, man. I guess they feel like they, you know, why should I pay them a new contract? You know what I'm saying? Because they still be on their old contract when they first, you know, get in the league. And then, you know, around the 4th and 5th year, it's time to renew up again. And then the owners and the coaches, they looking at it like, in a couple of years, he finna be washed up. So why pay him like a big contract? That's how they do it, man. They give running backs like about 7-year span in the league, man. They don't let them be in the league long. So yeah, so you can see, man, they don't last too long, man. And they don't have confidence in the player to pay them big contracts, man. You know what I'm saying? I know Saquon Barkley, he got a big contract, but you know, he put the work in, the time in, and don't get me wrong, these players put well enough work and time in too. But back then, players like that, they have like the keen on agents that they got now, like the agents that know how to wheel and deal with the money and you know what I'm saying? You got social media going on, and you can make campaigns on why they should get more money. There's more access and more proof to show. Then you got YouTube showing like the highlights, what they worth. And, you know, players back then didn't have all that. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have like these crazy keen on agents that like to talk that money the way they talking now. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, my favorite running back of all time is Barry Sanders. I don't pull out Barry Sanders college jersey and the Detroit Lion jersey. Y'all stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Pull out that Barry Sanders high school jersey. But Eric Dickerson, man, he was a problem. He was a beast, man. I'm talking about for real, man. That man had a Jerry curl, man. You know, but that was the thing back in the day. Deion Sanders rocked the Jerry curl. And, you know, that's the way of life was back then, man. And he got a beautiful, sexy daughter too, man. And she growed up to a sexy young woman. And but yeah, Eric Dickerson, man, they took him through the ringer, man. I mean, who y'all favorite running backs out there, man? You know, like I said, I pulled out the Earl Campbell, the Eric Dickerson. I pulled out Walter Payton. I can't remember. I pulled out his high school or his college jersey. I can't remember, but I got both. But I had to go through my notes and check that out, man. And I mean, you know, pulled out the Emmitt Smith, and you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of running backs I done pulled out, man. Y'all just gotta watch the channel. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody rocking with the kid, man. This the Pull Out Game podcast, man. The Eric Dickerson, man. And I'm gonna show the jersey one more time, man. Like, we here for the jersey, right? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Mitchell and Ness patch too, right there. Yeah, man. Yeah, Eric Dickerson, man. All still everything, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. Shout out his mama, Miss Viola, for guiding him through every step through his collegiate career, making sure like he picked the right schools and you know what I'm saying, make sure he make the right choice, the right decision. But yeah, that's big, man. You know, parents are needed for stuff like that coming up, man. You know, they been there, done it. So yeah, man, he trusted his mama and it worked out great. You know what I'm saying? Eric Dixon was taking all that crazy talk that Texas Longhorn were doing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Texas Longhorn though. My favorite basketball player of all time went there, Kevin Durant. But yeah, man, Eric Dickerson, man, he was a beast. I feel like they don't talk about him enough. Um, I feel like they didn't pay him what he needed to be paid playing in the NFL all them years, man. They were trying to lowball him, undercut him with the pay rate. They didn't want to do him right. And I don't think that was right, man. Get that man his money, man. That man, blood, sweat, and tears on that field, man, taking them hits every other week. Not every other week, every week. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he was taking hits almost every day too, because he had to practice. So he was taking hits in practice. Then he was taking hits in the game. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. So taking hits in preseason. I mean, what we doing here, man? Pay that man, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't want to give your flower, Eric Dickerson. But Pull Out Game Podcast, we here to give you your flowers, man. So, yeah, man, that's what it is, man. The Pull Out Game Podcast, man. You know the vibes, man. You know, y'all stay tuned, man. Episode 75, round the corner. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to make a left and go on 3rd Street and stop at the light and you know, and make another right by the oak tree. You ain't got to do all that, man. All you got to do is just sit there and chill, cause Pull Out Game is round the corner. You ain't got to make all them turns. It's round the corner, man. But yeah, man, this the Pull Out Game Podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dominique Wilkins, man, just vibing out. You know what I'm saying? Dominique Wilkins jersey. All still everything too, man. Mitchell and Ness joint, man. But yeah, man, this Eric Dickerson, man. Y'all stop playing with this guy. He's not to be denied. He had a great career. You know, I just hate where they try to lowball that, man. I just hate where they don't want to pay nobody. And it go back what I was saying about the economy. It go back to what I was saying. It was like that way back then, and it's still like that now, man. Like, they're trying to lowball Americans, man. They don't want to pay us nothing. We put in all the work on these jobs. We put all this time in. They don't want to pay us, man. Even like the streaming now. Like, you got people doing music. You know, so we out here doing music, and they trying to find a way to lowball you with the pay. You know, so you got to sell like all these millions of streams, just get like a couple hundreds of thousands. You know what I'm saying? Not even hundreds of thousands, just a couple of thousands. You know what I'm saying? You put in all that work to record and get all these streams, just, you know, just for them to lowball you. Like, United States don't want to pay nobody, man. You just damn near gotta take it, man. You gotta take it. You know what I'm saying? They can't ask for nothing no more. We out here, we gotta take it. We gotta take it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of it, man. I'm just sick of all this low balling. I want you to do all the work, but when it's time for their end of the bargain, I don't want to pay you nothing though. I don't want to pay you. I don't want to pay you. Even like insurance. Like, you know, you pay for car insurance every month. Every month. Car insurance every month. Take it out your check or take it out your wallet every month. And then soon as you get in an accident, they trying to like go around the slopes of like, I don't know, we should pay you for that. I don't know, we should reimburse you for that. I don't know, we should put money in your settlement towards that. Like, I put all this money in y'all program and y'all, you know what I'm saying, payment plan, and y'all don't want to pay nobody? Like, so where all that money that I've been giving y'all, what is that going toward? It should be no matter what happened, that money should cover it. And it ain't my fault either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Word to Silk the Shock and Mystical, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my fault. Come on, man. Y'all need to come out of the pocket, man. Because basically, technically, that's my money I've been giving y'all. But like I said, to go back, don't nobody want to pay for nothing. Don't nobody want to give you money that you earn or owed. They don't want to give it to you. Like, it's sad out here, dog. You know what I'm saying? They did my boy Eric Dickerson the same way, man. That man one of the best running backs. And then, when he left the game, you know what I'm saying? When he left the game, he left as being like, had the second most rushing yards of all time. You know what I'm saying? Walter Payton was number one. Of course, Emmitt Smith is number one now, but at that time when he left the game, he was number two as the most rushing yards ever in NFL history. You know what I'm saying? He had 13,259 yards. You know what I'm saying? And above him, number one, was Walter Payton. He had 16,756 yards. So it's like, man, the dude was like up there with putting up them type of numbers, and y'all didn't want to pay the man? I'm talking about everywhere he went, man. I'm talking about the Los Angeles Rams. You know what I'm saying? Went to the Indianapolis Colts. What going on, y'all? What going on? My camera, it died. You know, I got to talk about like the government and people don't want to pay nobody and how they lowball my boy Eric Dickerson, and you know what I'm saying, with the Rams. You know what I'm saying? He went to the LA Rams, then he went to the Indianapolis Colts, he went to the Raiders, then he ended up going to the Falcons. They didn't want to pay him. So when I got to talk about that, my camera cut off. So yeah, man. They don't want to hear none of that, man. See, they don't, you know, they scared of the truth. Even my own camera cut off on me. But look, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long because I want to cut off again. You know, I juiced it up a little bit, just enough to finish the video out. And y'all hold that thing down, man. This Eric Dickerson, All-State, everything. Salute my boy. The flower well deserved, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Y'all hold that thing down, man. This your boy Hen, and I'm out, man. Episode 74 is in the books. Stay tuned for 75 round the corner. I'm out.
When drinking angry, the same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.